Morning everyone, welcome to another Compliance Over Coffee, and it's a wet and miserable morning here in the northwest where we are today. So joy of joy, it's shopping day today. Hey ho, that's the way that it goes. This morning I wanted to talk to you about something I don't think we've chatted about for a little while, and that's around systems and what I call the must-haves. And I think it's one of the things that sourcing agents, especially new sourcing agents, don't really consider and don't think about. But when I'm chatting to clients on courses or one-to-one clients, just generally speaking, if anybody asks me about systems, I say to them there are two types of systems that for me are must-haves, and this is right from the word go. Morning Dan, how are you doing? Hope you got a coffee. It's really thinking about what the essential systems are, what they do, and why you absolutely need them. So there are two that I'm going to talk to you about today. And the first one is a system that will securely hold personal data. And I'm not talking about Google Drive or your laptop. I'm talking about somewhere that is secure. Dan's on tea. Okay, tea will do. Tea will do. I've already had a tea, Dan. This is coffee. So I always start off with tea and then I move on to coffee. So storage of data securely. Because we hold such sensitive data on our clients, on our investors and sellers, when we work with sellers directly, you don't want that data being stolen or gained access to because you haven't held it securely. Because if you do, then you could be in trouble with Information Commissioner's Office for not having held it securely, because it's down to you guys to understand data protection, the principles of data protection, the level of data that you're holding, and where you're going to hold it. So we use a vault system called Nimbox. And if you look in the groups in videos and potentially on topic of data storage or something like that, there's a demonstration of the Nimbox system where I interviewed the guy who designed, built it and runs it. So it's a secure data storage system, and it will cost you around about £11 a month, which isn't a huge amount of money for what it does. Because years ago when I was looking, we would be talking over £100 a month for very similar data storage systems. So why is Nimbox different from Google Drive or OneDrive or any of the others? The reason that it's different is Nimbox is encrypted at rest, not just on the upload and the download. And it is encrypted with military grade software. So it's very, very unlikely to get hacked. Google Drive is encrypted at upload and download, but not at rest. So if someone hacks your Google account, they can get into your folders and access whatever data is in them. So please be very, very careful as to where you hold sensitive personal data. And I can tell you now that your email system is the most vulnerable system that you run as a sourcing agent for being hacked. It's the easiest for someone unscrupulous to get into and steal those attachments or emails. So please, please get somewhere safe and secure to store your client's data, not just as an attachment in an email or Google or OneDrive. Please don't do that. The other one that for me is a must is an electronic due diligence system. And HMRC mentioned the usage of these, and the reason that these are used is to electronically check data that you've captured from potential clients. Names, addresses, dates of birth, driving licence numbers, passport numbers, all sorts of different things, company, even the property, you can check the property details. And the reason that you need to do this is in part because it helps confirm the information that you've been given by a secondary electronic trustable source, and because also it covers your back for anti-money laundering regulations, in part for having verified identity using an electronic data system. So these are the two systems that I would say are a must for you to have. And the first system, Nimbox, is about £11 a month. The second system that we use, and there are lots of systems on the market, choose and use for yourself, is called Landmark, and there are no setup costs for it. It's sort of a pay-as-you-go system. So have a look at those two systems, but I really do suggest, even from the go-get, from you starting off, that you use a data storage system which is incredibly secure, and you also use an electronic due diligence system for backing up your manual checks on your client, because believe it or not, some people do tell lies, and you want to be able to check that the data that they're giving you is actually accurate, and there's nothing that you should be aware of. So that's Compliance Over Coffee for this morning. We will be back again next week. If you've got any topics that you want me to cover, pop them into the comment thread. That would be great, and I will cover them for you as soon as I can. Other than that, I will see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope the sun shines where you guys are. Bye for now.